make sure you hit the subscribe button. Welcome everyone to the channel. This is JSoundsOnline. I'm going to show you my top 5 VST plugins that I use for all my beats. Let's go. So the first one's going to be Dimension Pro, okay? Dimension Pro. Now for anybody who doesn't really know anything about this one right here, let's see if I can open it up here. Here we go. Dimension Pro, this is an old VST, all right? I don't usually see anybody ever talking about it, but the sounds in it are really good, high quality. There's a large database, everything from pads to real basses. I've used them for, like, you get the real kind of pick of a bass, not a pick, but like finger basses and stuff like that. Like, you get that live type of stuff. Synth basses, they got drums in it, some live drums that sound really good. Percussions, strings, guitars, organs. The guitars, I use those a lot, and they, to me, they sound like someone's really doing it. Organs, electric pianos, bells, leads, brass, saxes, vocals, layers. Now the layers is actually multiple different sounds into one. So for example, if it's strings and a piano, or strings and something else, strings and a bass, the keys will be spread out to where everything is kind of, if you hit it from here, you're gonna get a bunch of bass on this side of the key, and you hit it here, you get some strings. So you play them together, then you can merge them together. Well, actually, that's layers, my bad. Splits is actually what I just said. Drum grooves, musical grooves, techno and trance. And the techno and trance, that's these kind of like, what's that guy's name? Lil Jon type of synths. You know, it just goes on and on. I mean, you got orchestra sounds. Now the orchestra sounds are pretty cool. They got you know, all sorts of strings, woodwinds, which those are like flutes and stuff like that. So all in all, this VST, it kind of reminds me of what Omnisphere was, like maybe like 25% of Omnisphere, because Omnisphere is huge, all right? And that's one of the VSTs too. We're gonna get to that, but this is really cool. If you're kind of looking at it, it's Dimension Pro, okay, by Cakewalk. So we'll just kind of run through. I'll show you kind of some of the sounds. Let's look at this one. This is something actually I like using a lot in the background. So that's cool, you know, you got different pads. Let's see what else here. We got, let me show you kind of what the real bass is like. So you can kind of hear what I'm talking about. Now, synth bass, let's go down. They got a lot of different ones. Now, this is actually one that I like using now. You can edit all the sounds that you want in it, but this is my R&B type bass line here. Originally, it sounds like this. Sounds like West Coast, you know what I mean? And then you can go through here and let's bring it down and it's dope. All right. So that's as far as bass line on there. Let's go to some other things. I can show you some of the strings. I mean, the strings are really cool. Let's go to this right here. Okay, so full strings. So the strings are really nice. And you got a lot of different strings you can choose from. Get some cellos, some basses. So for those of you who are looking for something as far as something to do something with that's not so much beat-wise, maybe for music score, stuff like that, this is really great for it. Guitars, pretty cool. Got some electric one. Obviously, you gotta throw some effects on it. Let's see, what else we got? So it just kind of goes down. I mean, you got organs, leads. There's pretty cool leads. All in all, I mean, I don't see a lot of videos about this VST, but this is something that I came across a long time ago. It's really cheap. I'll have a link in the description about this one. You can go check it out. You can still purchase it right now. It's pretty sick. Just to kind of show you as far as what the splits are. Now, this is bass and Rhodes organ pad. This is pretty cool. Now, what I explained, it's got a certain part of the keyboard is one thing, the other is another. So if you're doing some live instruments, maybe you're in the church, or you're doing something as far as you know, live on a stage, you can, you know, rock everything all in one if you have the full 64 key range or even bigger. So anyways, that's Dimension Pro. That's number one. All right, let's go to number two. Number two, that one's gonna be Contact. All right, now I saw somebody else post a video. He did not have Contact in it, and I had to put a video for this because Contact, man, if you don't put this as one of your VSTs, because think about Contact, right? In Contact, you have tons of different packages that you add in it. So if you don't say Contact is one of your main ones, I mean, I don't get it. So number two, Contact. Let's open this up. The reason why I love Contact is just how I explained it. It's never a dull moment. If you run through all your sounds, go shop for more. Put some more up on there, purchase more, load them into this Contact player. It's pretty much a Contact player. Like, it's usually you get stuff that comes with it, but you want to get the stuff by third-party companies that make patches for it, like Scarby Vintage Keys, right? Let's let this load up. This actually takes a while to load up. It's some high quality sounds, and if you got the foot pedal with it, I mean, you're getting the full sustain pedal and everything. Let's turn this up here so I can get a feel. Really cool stuff with this thing. You can mess with it all and everything. Now, that's just one. All right, now keep in mind this is just one sound. So I'm gonna X out of this. We got a grand piano. Got this little India package thing. We got some other ones for some unicorda, which is pretty cool. It's more electric piano stuff. Neo Soul Keys, which is really dope. It's by gospel musicians. Which I have another VST, which would be on my top 5 list that they made too, which is really good for R&B type sounds. Tons of just high quality stuff. And I mean, it sounds grimy, like the really good sounding stuff. It's not fake. So that's just on the library side. Now there's other ones that, as far as files, right, you can get a bunch of stuff. Like I got one, let's see, Illuminati library, which I'll let you guys hear this one. This one's actually pretty good. Say 808s. I want to get in here, 808s. I'm gonna load this. Oops, here we go. It's 808 bases. Let's see what else we got. So they got brass, hits, keys, all sorts of stuff, and that's just one package at a time. Keep in mind, we're using Contact 5 as just the main player. There's tons of sounds that you can add in with it. Industry kits, BWB, Maybach Light. We got modern guitars, Neo Soul keys, the new era 808 and bass, which you guys can see that video. I'll even put it up here. Where's my hand? I'll put it right up here at the top. You guys can see the video to that. It's dope. They've got their own VST, but they've got the new version that integrates in with Contact. So new era 808 and bass, that's real 808s, not the stuff you get from sample packs that you get all right here. You can actually morph and edit and do whatever you do with it. So what else do we got? We got Studio Link chord machine. We got Ovo R&B, a bunch of Studio Link stuff. I mean, Studio Link makes some really cool ones. Morpheus. It just goes down a list. It's endless. You can just add tons. There's tons of companies that make stuff for Contact 5. So Contact 5, man, that's definitely on my top 5. All right, let's run to number 3. 3. Nexus. All right, you guys know about Nexus. Nexus, I love this program. The sounds are rich, they're true, they're high quality sounds. And just like Contact 5, it's a player, right? Now it comes with the basic sounds, but you can search all over YouTube. All over YouTube, man. You will find free patches, all right? Not only you have to pay for them, whatever, if you want to, but there's tons of free patches that people just upload. They make their own sounds, that they get sounds, and then they make their own versions of it, and they post up their own package, all right? Now, if you look in my category section, it just goes down, constantly, just down. There's probably 20,000 or more sounds in here. And not only that, I mean, it looks slick. It looks really good. But let's just give an example. Say I search for flutes. If I want a flute, or if I want a lead, a piano, it's endless, man. Nexus 5, I've been using it for years. I don't know why I said Nexus 5. Nexus 2, my bad. Nexus 2, I've been using it for years. I love this. It's definitely gonna be my number 3, all right, out of my 5. So, and keep in mind, all the links are down in the description. It'll all take you to the page to purchase it and see it. Remember, do not pirate this stuff. Get this stuff for real. It's legit. When you buy this stuff outright, you invest money into music, it pays for you because all the updates, you get them for free, all right? All the different stuff, it's all legit. So always make sure you buy your stuff. So number 4, okay, number 4 is gonna be Omnisphere 2, all right? If you guys maybe have heard about Omnisphere, it's a very expensive program, but if you get your hands on it, okay, it's worthwhile. This is used for everything from R&B to hip-hop to trap music to orchestra music. it's got so many sounds, and this is a player as well. You can also get patches. People make patches, they sell patches, and patches are things that you purchase or you get for free, and you load them into the database, and you constantly can get new sounds. You can edit these sounds and make your own package too. So there's lots of videos out there on how to do that. I'm not going to step into that, but this is number 4 on my 4th favorite VST. Okay, now just stepping through here, I usually always go to the genre and I go to ballad. There's so many sounds in here, and I understand that. I'm not discrediting any other sounds, but for what I do and what I like to do in the ballad section, I love everything in this section. So it's anything you can think of, from strings to synths to pads to keys to, I mean, I don't know, it's endless. But just scrolling down here, some of my favorite ones that I like using is certain leads. I love the leads on this. We got some other ones here. They have really beautiful strings, and these are really full. I really like them a lot. What are these called? Hollywood strings. Let's see. Why am I not finding it in here? Hollywood string collection. Beautiful strings, right? Here we go. Oh, and this is also another tool I like doing. I like going right here and changing the whole keys. Beautiful, man. Rolling through, I mean, you got anything you can think of. And keep in mind, if you're looking for a particular sound, let's just go in here and I'm just gonna type same thing like what I did before, like say flute, right? I'm gonna do flute, and I'm gonna hit search. Pulls up all the different flutes, say if I wanted piano. There we go. And I mean, there's tons of stuff. And this is just one patch or maybe 2 patches. I got the stuff that just came with the program. I haven't even really dipped into, because I mean, I'm happy with what I see. But I know there's other patches out there that have a lot of different stuff, like Keyscape or whatever that is. There's a whole key thing that they have for this. It's pretty cool. So number 4 is going to be Omnisphere 2. Lock that down. The link is in the description on where to get this and what it's all about. So number 5, okay? We are on number 5. This one is a new one that I just got. And to be real, it kind of replaced, I was on the border of like what would be my number 5, and I'll let you guys know 2 didn't make this list, but they're still some of my favorite ones, and one of them is Purity by Lunix. Purity, I love that thing. It's got great synths, but it didn't make this list this time. And another one is what's the other one that's called here? Lounge Lizard. I love Lounge Lizard because it's got great keys. But the reason why they didn't make it to the list is because I feel like that these can do it too. But those are very solid VSTs. But tonight with this video, number 5 is going to be UVI Workstation, all right? Now, the UVI Workstation, there's different patches you can get for it. For example, all right, by gospel musicians, which this guy just made really good soulful sounds for what I'm trying to do. And there's one sound in it that I got this whole thing for. Only one sound, all right? And it's a sound that is really hard to replicate and it's hard to do with other VSTs, but it's possible. But I got it just because of one sound, okay? And I'm gonna show you this one sound, okay? Now keep in mind, this is pure sine. It's just, UVI Workstation is a player just like Contact, just like Omnisphere, just like Nexus, okay? Just like Dimension Pro. Those are all players, you get patches for it. But the patch that I got for it is called Pure Sine. And the reason why I got it is for this one sound. Now you hear that, right? You hear this sound. It sounds just like anything, right? Sounds like something I can get from whatever else I do. Now, if I go and select Poly, and I go part 2, okay? And then I also change the glide to about right here, okay? Now, if I go, I'm gonna add a little echo to it. We're gonna kind of go through the steps as if I was gonna use this and add this to something that I do. Let's see here. My bad. I have this usually split on 3 screens, but I'm gonna put it all on one screen for you guys today. Let's put the delay on it. I'm gonna put it to, I think 8. No, we're gonna do 4. And I'm gonna do ping, pong, pan it all the way to the left, turn the volume down, and we should be good. So, this is the main reason why I got this. You ready? Let me turn it down. I don't know if it's distorting your speakers. Hold on. That's an R&B sound that I love, and basically it's all the different signs, and they're all combined in here, and they have a great sound. Now, yeah, there's some other ones that I like in it. I love the bass in it. I love this and that. Like you got like this little talk box thing. What else we got? They got a special section, which is a combined sounds. It's like a... Let's change this right here. Here we go. I just love it. To me, that was that R&B sound that I've really been craving a long time. And when you put it in the background behind beats and it has the stuff, whatever, it just gives it that extra R&B flavor. And you know, one of the recent songs that they added that first sign into, which actually a lot of them is Tank, Avant, all these old school ones, they've already been using this before. It was a different method. It's a harder way. Now it's actually in the VST, but one of the recent ones is Khaled. It's on his album. It's in the beginning. I forgot what the song is called, but a lot of people use that, and it's pretty dope. So all in all, this is the top 5 VSTs that I use, that I really like, that I enjoy. All the links will be in the description, and just for you guys, I mean, you know, thanks for tuning in. you know, check out the rest of my music. There's gonna be more coming. I'm gonna be doing some tutorials, some videos, so we'll keep it moving. This is JSoundsOnline, and I'll see you next time.